Luke chapter 21, the New Life Version. Jesus looked up and saw rich men putting their money into the money box in the house of God. He saw a poor woman whose husband had died. She put in 2 very small pieces of money. He said, "I tell you the truth, this poor woman has put in more than all of them. For they have put in a little of the money they had no need for. She is very poor and has put in all she had. She has put in what she needed for her own living." Some people were talking about the house of God. They were saying that the stones were beautiful and that many gifts had been given. Jesus said, "As for these things you see, all these stones will be thrown down. Not one will be left on another." They asked Jesus, "Teacher, when will this take place? What are we to look for to show us these things are about to happen?" He said, "Be careful that no one leads you the wrong way. For many people will come in my name, and they will say, 'I am the Christ, the time is near.' Do not follow them. When you hear of wars and fighting in different places, do not be afraid. These things have to happen first, but the end is not yet." Then Jesus said to them, "Nations will have wars with other nations. Countries will fight against countries. The earth will shake and break apart in different places. There will be no food. There will be bad diseases among many people. Very special things will be seen in the sky that will make people much afraid. But before all this happens, men will take hold of you and make it very hard for you. They will give you over to the places of worship and to the prisons. They will bring you in front of kings and leaders of the people. This will all be done to you because of me. This will be a time for you to tell about me. Do not think about what you will say ahead of time, for I will give you wisdom in what to say, and I will help you say it. Those who are against you will not be able to stop you or say you are wrong. You will be handed over by your parents and your brothers and your family and your friends. They will kill some of you. All men will hate you because of me. Yet not one hair of your head will be lost. But stay true, and your souls will have life. When you see armies all around Jerusalem, know that it will soon be destroyed. Those in the country of Judea must run to the mountains. Those in the city must leave at once. Those in the country must not go into the city. People will be punished in these hard days. All things will happen as it is written. It will be hard for women who will soon be mothers. It will be hard for those feeding babies in those days. It will be very hard for the people in the land, and anger will be brought down on them. People will be killed by the sword. They will be held in prison by all nations. Jerusalem will be walked over by the people who are not Jews until their time is finished. There will be special things to look for in the sun and moon and stars. The nations of the earth will be troubled and will not know what to do. They will be troubled at the angry sea and waves. The hearts of men will give up because of being afraid of what is coming on the earth. The powers of the heavens will be shaken. Then they will see the Son of Man coming in the clouds with power and much greatness. When these things begin to happen, lift up your heads, because you have been bought by the blood of Christ and will soon be free. Jesus told them a picture story. He said, "Look at the fig tree and all the other trees. When you see their leaves coming out, you know summer is near. In the same way, when you see these things happening, you will know the holy nation of God is near. For sure I tell you that the people of this day will not die before all these things happen. Heaven and earth will pass away, but my words will not pass away. Watch yourselves. Do not let yourselves be loaded down with too much eating and strong drink. Do not be troubled with the cares of this life. If you do, that day will come on you without you knowing it. It will come on all people over all the earth. Be sure you watch. Pray all the time so that you may be able to keep from going through all these things that will happen and be able to stand before the Son of Man." Every day Jesus taught in the house of God. At night, he went to the Mount of Olives and stayed there. Early in the morning, all the people came to the house of God to hear him.